Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton. Look, see, I told you I shaved. Don't I look nice? And I brushed my teeth, and I look fantastic. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Oh God, except because I'm wearing a tie, it makes my neck look fat. Whatever, I don't care. You're watching Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television, and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those daytime TV shows that we're doing is The Bold and the Beautiful. And I'm just going to go right into it because it's right before I have to go to work. So I want to keep this as succinct as possible. Because you know me, honey. I can just go rambling off into tangents about absolutely anything. So, did I cut myself shaving? Or is that just a shadow? I don't know. Anyways, so, okay. So, Bold and the Beautiful. Now, here's the thing. I always say that too. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about The Bold and the Beautiful. A lot of people need to realize that the show is cyclical. Just like every other show, like Days of Our Lives, like General Hospital, like The Young and the Restless. Parts of it are going to be so good you're going to want to cry. And then it might go through a period where it's not that great. Sometimes those periods last longer than others. Days of Our Lives. But... however, first of all, Days is great now. It is fantastic. But, so, having said that, Bold and Beautiful is kind of currently going through one of those slumps. However, and this is kind of, this past week I actually saw some hope for the show. I really did. Because, okay, so let's talk about the various storylines that are going on. Yes, you still have the annoying... Liam always in the middle of fucking everything. Now he's in between Hope and Steffi. Like, we haven't seen that a billion times before. But the good news about that storyline, because you know how before it was more of a Steffi-Sally triangle, but Sally is now really super focused on getting what's owed to her by Bill Spencer to her company. So she shows up to his office, and first of all, he's got this gun. I don't know he's got a gold gun. But Miss Sally can shoot a gun. Miss Sally is fierce. She is fierce. She was at the gun shooting range practicing. Like, it's not like she was planning on shooting Bill or anything, but she was pretending that the target was Bill. And like every single shot was like right in the chest, and I was like, oh shit. And the best thing is that Saul was like, oh my god, that's so hot. I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. Yeah, she's pissed. Good for her. And, I like seeing Sally Spectra pissed. Because that really motivates her to get some shit done. So I love it. I'm all in on this. She goes to Bill's office, and she's like, when are you going to help me? Here are 3 business proposals that I have painstakingly created for different properties. Please pick one and buy it for us like you said you would. And he's like, yeah, I made that promise to Liam, and, he doesn't work here anymore, so I'm not doing anything for you anymore. She was fucking livid. Livid. Right? I mean, like, I'm talking like Sheila Carter livid. Now, she's not crazy like Sheila Carter, but she was that crazy, right? She was pissed. So she sees his gun on the desk. She picks up the gun and puts a bullet in it, and then she shoots. And that was like on Thursday's episode, I think, and everyone was like, oh, or maybe that was Friday's episode. It was Friday's episode, so people are thinking that she shot Bill, but she didn't. She shot his skyscraper model, Sky, and he was so upset about that, but I fucking love it, because that is the best way to get to Bill, is to get rid of that damn skyscraper. Oh, it was great. So, of course, Justin and security had to escort her out, blah, blah, blah. And so then... so Wyatt and Katie have gotten back together. Thank God. I know a lot of people are not fans of Wadey, but here's the thing. I love them together. I do. Katie and Thorne would be such a rehash of every single other Forrester Logan relationship. And, even though she was married to Bill, Wyatt is completely the opposite of Bill. And not just that, here's the thing. So Wyatt has always been even though Liam is like... Liam and Wyatt are both the moral compasses of Spencer Publications, I suppose, or of the Spencer family. But Liam more tends to stay to himself, and I mean, like, he reaches out to like charities and stuff, but he's not trying to make the family better. He's trying to just do good in the world, which is fine, whatever. Wyatt, on the other hand, is always trying to do the right thing, and he's kind of gotten away from that a little bit. The writers have kind of written him but lately, and so he comes with Katie. Because first of all, he gets back together with Katie. He's like, I saw you kissing Thorne. I was really upset, and I don't want to let you go. And she was like, oh my God, first of all, Thorne kissed me, and second of all, let's get back together. So they got back together, and they're like, let's tell everyone. So they started telling everyone. First person that they called was Thorne. Now, I gotta give Katie some fucking credit, because the bitch got some balls. She called Thorne up, and she's like, you know what? Did you delete that text message from Wyatt? He's like, guilty. Well, and good for Thorne for owning it. Own it. He owned it. He totally did. He was like, I did. I thought I was doing you a favor. She's like, well, maybe you might have been, but you're not anymore because now we're back together. And we're getting married because, yeah, he proposed to her too, and the ring is beautiful. So Thorne was like, oh. And then, of course, Thorne runs and tells Brooke, and Brooke's like, what? Oh, my God, Bill's going to be so pissed off. Well, where do they go next? Bill Spencer's office. So Bill Spencer, he's like, yeah, you guys are working together, great, moving along. What do you need? What is the deal? And they're like, you're not understanding. Our relationship is not professional, it's personal. And he's like, excuse me? They're like, yeah, we're together. He's like, oh my God, how sick is that? Will's half-brother. I mean, now he's also going to be his stepfather. You guys are getting married? No way. This is unacceptable, blah, 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 right? Which we all expected Bill, but I mean, the reaction was way over the top. That's fine. But, I mean, hello, we expect that from Bill Spencer. So, then he says, I'm going to sue you for custody, Katie. Okay, let's pump the brakes here just a second. How in the hell does Bill Spencer think any judge worth their salt is going to give him custody of Will? Because first of all, although Will and Wyatt are half-brothers, he's not related at all to Katie, right? So there's no incest or anything going on. And Bill slept with Liam's wife, Steffi, and when she was pregnant, he literally said the words, I can be a good father, but I can also be a good stepfather. Oh, grandfather. He said, I can be a good grandfather or I can be a good stepfather. So, that's okay for him, but it's not okay for Wyatt to be a stepfather to Will? I mean, like, and if Katie's going to move on with someone, wouldn't you want it to be someone that you trust, like your son? I mean, he's just an idiot, But it's very in character for Bill because Bill is very self-centered and very self-absorbed. It's great. And Wyatt was standing right up for his woman because he was like, yeah, I'll tell the judge all about how you were crazy. Okay. Again, let's talk about this. First of all, in terms of Katie being crazy, she did go through some postpartum depression right after Will was born. But you know how many moms go through postpartum depression and get through it? Shit tons. Shit tons of women across this world go through postpartum depression and then they get through it and everything's fine. Now, I mean, if it was still happening, that would be one thing. But that was years ago. I mean, Will was an infant. It was not even like that. I mean, and she got through it. So that's not going to win any sympathy for Bill either. Just saying. And then he's like, and I'm going to tell the judge that you're a drunk. He's just as big of a drunk as she is. He just likes to bully people and scream at them like they're not, that they're crazy. But he's just as big of a drunk as she is. In fact, I'm surprised, between Bill, Katie, Brooke, Deacon, I'm surprised that they don't have a frickin' a sponsorship from Bacardi. I mean, it's a little bit crazy. So, and not just that, Bill is single, has no wife, obviously, because no one loves him. He's tried to kill his own son. I mean, like, and he thinks that a judge is going to give the baby to him. He's nuts. He's crazy. I'm just saying, like, that is ridiculous. And then, of course, you've also got Ridge saying, I hate Bill Spencer because, you know, he slept with Steffi. But here's the thing about that. Yeah, I get Ridge being pissed off just because, you know, the age thing and the fact that she was, but she, I mean, he has to accept the fact that she was just as responsible for that as Bill is. You know, she's not 100% blameless. But it isn't Bill's baby, so who cares? Let it go. It's done. It's in the past. It's over with. She doesn't even think about that anymore. She's more focused on getting Liam back and doing shit with Liam and keeping Hope out of the way. And that's great. So, you know, the Ridge aspect, you know, they have all these people now that they all want to kill Bill. Kill Bill. Oh my God, that's so funny. I love that movie. That is a great fucking movie. Anyway, so I just want to say thank you so much for logging on today. I'm out of time. I appreciate you very much. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. I thought I could get through a whole thing without belching. I couldn't. I'm sorry. And you can also hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk Bold and Beautiful, or you can also hashtag Pump Rules to talk Vanderpump Rules. I'm going to try to do that tonight. And if you hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel, you can get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. And while you are looking around my YouTube channel, you can find also my other series, Storytime with Angel Benton, where I tell stories from my life that are always hilarious. Thank you so much for logging on today. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.